And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Hinkle. I'm along here with Mr. Collins, and we are getting ready to get this game underway. The other part of AC/DC will be here just as soon as he drives in. So we're just going to kind of get you kicked off here. So looks like they're getting ready to line up. I'm going to turn it over here to Mr. Collins to do the play-by-play, and I'll jump in every once in a while with a little bit of color.
It's like El Dorado's going to receive. Summit Christian's going to kick. We're here in Harrisonville.
Academy will kick off to begin the game.
Beautiful facility tonight to play in. Looks like about 45 seconds we're going to get a kickoff and get this thing underway. Summit Christian is a pretty good football team. Their record is 2-2, but they've been beaten by two really good football teams.
Griffin Cleaver in to kick off. Robinson back to receive.
Griffin Cleaver to kick off for the Eagles. He kicks it deep. Robinson's going to receive it on about the 1. Out to about the 15 and going to get hit right there.
All right, Mike, I'm going to come to you until Aiden can kind of get reset. So just, oh, I'm talking into the wrong mic. Sorry, folks.
So the Bulldogs are going to take over on their own 15-yard line.
Tackled by Zach Opright. First and
Gavin
10
Morgan's going to
for
take
Dorado.
over at quarterback tonight. Got Chance Esparza in the backfield. Ian Esri on the near side. Preston Robinson on the far side. They're going to hand it off to Landon Murray, and he's going to be tackled for a 2-yard loss.
Tackled by number 42, Mason Prestilla. Loss of a yard on the play.
He's going to bring up second and 11. They only gave him a 1-yard loss. Esparza with a carry. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a Yeah, just got back to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 3rd and 11.
Wagner on the carry. Elijah Huckabee on the tackle.
Gavin Morgan with the snap. He's going to drop back and throw the ball to Landon Murray. And he's going to gain about 2 yards is all. Going to bring up about 4th and 9.
Pass complete. Number 34, Landon Murray. Tackled by Lucas Eccles.
Chad Ramsey's going to be back to punt, and Lucas Eccles is going to be back deep to receive for the Eagles.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Aiden, do you know where the punter or the guy going to receive the punt is?
And he's going to kick it back to about the El Dorado 40-yard line, where the Eagles will take over.
Punt is out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Eagles. Number 7, Grayson Sprouse is the quarterback.
1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Number
from
4,
the 40-yard line.
Lucas Eccles is in the backfield. We got 4 wide receivers. They're going to run an option to Eccles. He's going to take it outside. Big gain. It's like right at the sticks. We'll see if where they spot it. Gave him a 1st down. Tackled by Robinson. Sprouse hands it off. He's going to get tackled right at the line of scrimmage that time. Maybe a gain of a yard. And bring up 2nd and 9. 9:20 left in the first quarter. Running a little bit of a tempo offense. They pass it out to Lincoln Sprouse. I'm assuming as a brother to the quarterback. He's going to gain about 8 yards and bring up 3rd and 1.
Gain of 7 on the play, brings up third and about 1.5 yards.
Quarterback takes the snap, pitches it to Eccles. He's going to get the first down, gain about 3 or 4 yards.
Lucas Eccles on the carry.
Tackle by Ian Esri. He was in on the tackle.
Gain is good down to about the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Be 1st and 10 from the 17. 8:15 left to go in the first quarter. And hand it off to number 25, Zach Oprecht. He's going to gain about 10. Maybe 9.5.
So they're saying that he did not get the first down?
No.
Okay.
It'll be about 1 yard.
Gain is good to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, well, they can get a first down before they get into the end zone. But
Yep.
hopefully the Bulldogs will prevent that.
Pass out to Lincoln Sprouse. He's going to have the first down about the 4-yard line.
Gain is good to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Pan over there too, Dan. Try to follow him the best you can. Did you loosen?
Just over 7 minutes to go in the quarter. Excuse me. Got a 2-back set, quarterback under center this time. He's going to be met in the backfield by Trey Graves and lose about 1 yard, yard and a half.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to spot it just outside the 5-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down. Goal.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. 2nd and goal from the 5.
Going to pitch it to Eccles. He's going to try to mow Trey Graves over, but that ain't going to work.
Lucas Eccles stopped at the 5-yard line. Brings up
I believe
5.
Dalton Adams was in there on that tackle too.
Yeah, it looks like the Bulldogs are making a good goal line stance here.
Yeah. 3rd and 5. He didn't gain nothing on that one. If I get in your way, tell me to move. The quarterback's going to drop back. Throws the pass. Defended by
Pass intended for Lincoln Sprouse. Incomplete. Brings up
Preston
4th down
Smith.
goal from the 5-yard line.
Almost had a pick there. And if he'd have picked it, he'd have been running for a ways. Going to bring up 4th down. They're going to set up to kick the field goal, looks like.
You know, that's something that we haven't seen very much is field goal attempts this year. See if this will be successful.
And that's good. So,
Summit
Summit Christian's on the board. We're going to make it 3-0 with 5:48 left to go in the first quarter.
El Dorado Springs 0.
Yeah, there's not a lot of field goal kickers in the small classes.
No, there's not. No, there's not. We cover Osceola as well, and the only kicking we've seen is I think punts.
Yeah.
And that's even rare on that case. But, you know, the Bulldogs did a really good job of, you know, the ball being down on their end of the field and not giving up the touchdown, only giving up 3 points. So now the Bulldogs will get their chance to march down the field and take the lead.
Going to have Preston Robinson back deep. Griffin Kluwer to kick off once again. He kicks it deep. We've got a flag. They blow it dead. My goodness, he kicked it to the back end line of the end zone. I believe they're going to be false start.
I was getting ready to ask, what is the call? Of course, I'm behind back here, behind everybody else in the broadcast area, and I'm watching on the screen on the monitor, so I don't even see what's going on the field. But it looks like they're going to line up and kick it again.
Move them back 5.
5-yard penalty. Kickoff will take place at the 35-yard line.
And Robinson's lined up in the end zone. And he kicks it down to about the 1-yard line. That's where he's going to take it. And he's going to get up to about the 24-yard line before they get him down.
Return out to the 25-yard line where he's brought down by Zach Oakbright. 1st and 10 for El Dorado Springs.
Bulldogs will start on 25, it looks like. Morgan to pass. Throws an out pattern intended for Ian Esri. Just a little wide.
Ian Esri. Incomplete. Defended by Griffin Cleaver. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 25.
So while we got a second here, you got an update on your son and how he's doing? I'm sure a lot of the people would like to know.
Yeah, he strained a muscle in his neck last week against Adrian on 2 different plays, and he couldn't raise his arm above his shoulder before yesterday, and he's still in a little bit of pain. They think everything goes right, he'll be back next week. We got to run up the middle there. Good blocking by the line. Made a nice wall in there, and Sparks is going to gain about 12. Maybe 11.
Carry by chance of Sparza. Tackled by Armani Graybill. Gain of 11 yards on the play. 1st and 10 from the 36.
Morgan's going to keep it. Take it up the middle for about 5 yards. Pretty good gain. Looks like the line's getting some push.
Tackled by number 11, Cale Johnson.
This Summit Christian team played Lafayette County last week, which is ranked number 2 in the state, and lost by 3.
Wow, that's an amazing feat right there. Of course, actually, now Lafayette, that is at Higginsville or is that Joplin?
Higginsville.
Higginsville, okay.
Yeah.
Morgan's going to keep it on the read and lose 1 maybe. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Of course, Higginsville, we live streamed their graduation this summer. You know, usually say this spring, but it's this summer.
Yeah, with the Wuhan flu going around, everything's changed. And got a pass over the middle that's going to fall incomplete. Not sure who it was intended for. There was 3 or 4 receivers in the area there. A lot of pressure on Morgan. I'm going to line up to punt here. 4th down and 6 from the 40-yard line. Got Chad Ramsey back to punt.
That was one of the things I was kind of curious about with the switch of the quarterback. Would they do very many running plays? It looks like we have a block.
It was an errant snap. The punter didn't.
Oh.
It got over his head.
Oh, did it?
He's going to be tackled down around the 10 yard line or
Okay.
15 yard line.
Well, I apologize. I'm watching on a screen just slightly bigger than your cell phone right now. I seen guys running for the ball, and I didn't see it go over his head. But it looks like they will take over on about the 6 yard line.
The 15.
15.
From their 15-yard line.
Starting with short field again. And this is hard on the defense.
Oh, yeah. Well, they made a good goal line stance earlier, so let's see if they can repeat it.
Going to pass it, the low pass to number 25, Zach Oprecht.
Pass complete to Opright.
Gained about 3.
Morgan on the tackle. Gain of about 3 yards.
Gavin Morgan on the tackle.
7.
Sprouse takes the snap, throws it out. Going to be Oprah again. Gain a couple, maybe one.
Pass complete to Zach Opright.
Robinson on the tackle
Brought
again.
down by Preston
He was
Wilson.
right there to make the tackle. I mean, he caught the ball, but didn't have where to go because the defender was right there in his face.
Going to bring up
Gain of a yard on the
3rd
play.
and 6.
Brings up
2:55
3rd
left to
down
go in
and
the
about
first
6.
quarter. Defense needs a big play right here. Quarterback to throw. Picked off in the end zone. He's got a ways to run. Gavin Morgan with the pick.
Right
He
in.
makes it out to the 40. 42-yard line is where they're going to spot the ball. Big play. Gavin Morgan.
And boy, did they need that backed up against the goal line. The Bulldogs are looking good when they're up against their backs.
Yeah.
Twice now we've seen him make a good goal line stance. Only gave up 3 points, and then with an interception. Actually, was he in the end zone there?
Yes, he caught it in the end zone, about 2 yards deep. He's not the fleetest of foot. He relies more on his power than he does his speed. Got a flag. Morgan looking down the field.
Could that be an offsides?
Pass
Can we
intended for
tell?
number
It was a
5,
little
Deandre
early
Reed.
for
There's
holding.
a flag on the
Yeah,
play.
it was illegal motion or
We'll see. I can't quite see the referee on my screen here.
going to back us up. 5, it looks like. Going to be
Illegal procedure against the Bulldogs.
illegal procedure, be 1st and 15 from the 37. El Dorado's going to call a timeout.
Timeout on the field. Charge to El Dorado Springs. Their first charge timeout.
Now to give us an opportunity to say thanks to some of our sponsors. Of course, they're rolling across your screen right now. If it wasn't for these sponsors, this would not be possible. So if you're in need of services, keep these people in mind because they are the ones that kept this all going. So. And I must say that, all the local businesses have really come out in support of the football team. We've got, 10, 12 different individual sponsors. And then, of course, for this half, Fugate Motors is our scoreboard sponsor. So appreciate them for that.
Yes, we appreciate all of the businesses pitching in, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of times I've wanted to come to the games and not been able to, and I would have really enjoyed watching it on my phone or on TV or whatever I can get it on. So El Dorado is going to take over here from their own 37. It's going to be 1st and 15 after the timeout. 2:23 left to go in the first quarter. And so far, El Dorado has been hanging tough here, as we have in the last 3 games. Esparza hitting the backfield just as soon as he takes the handoff. I'm going to lose 2 more yards.
Up the middle, brought down immediately by number 18, Luke Poppin.
Luke Poppin on the tackle.
Of course, we knew coming into this game, not only is it an away game, but they are facing a really good opponent. These guys, as you can see on your screen, have a lot of size up front. They definitely got a little bit of an advantage there. But as you can see by the score, the Bulldogs are holding their own.
It's going to be Preston Smith on the handoff, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all before he's taken down.
Number 33, Preston Smith on the carry.
This front line is pretty impressive here. I mean, they're just not giving anything up yet.
Yeah, they're not.
Griffin Cleaver on the tackle.
They're not weight-wise. They're not huge, but height-wise, they've got a lot of tall kids.
All right, we set up for a pass play here.
Morgan's a bit indecisive. Going to throw it to Ian Esri for a short gain.
Number 5,
He's going to get about 5, but it's only going to bring him back to the original line of scrimmage before the penalty on first down. We're going to bring up 4th and 9.5.
Do you think that height that they have there on the front line affects those throws? I mean, they've got to.
Oh, no
Being
doubt.
able to see over those guys.
He was wanting to throw, and it looked like that he was just the receivers were in and out of his vision, and he wasn't completely sure.
Lucas Eccles back to receive.
Punts away by Chad Ramsey, and it's going to be out about the 41-yard line of Summits. Going to be the deepest they've took over possession so far.
Yeah, this has been the worst field possession so far.
We're down to 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Still 3-0. They're going to hand it off to number 4, Graves on the tackle.
Eccles up the middle on the carry.
It's Eccles on the carry. Trey Graves shot through there and got him. He gained about a yard.
Gain of a yard on the play.
The Bulldogs are doing a great job up front. I mean, they're not giving them much. Their runs have not been successful at all. So hopefully we can get a turnover here, and that'll translate into points.
Like I said, their line looks athletic, and looks like Sprouse is going to take on the read, and he's going to gain about 11 yards. It'll be first down on El Dorado's 47-yard line.
Gain of about 11
We got
yards on the
Gavin
play.
Morgan
That's good for an Eagles.
limping
First
out of the
down.
pile.
That's probably been one of their biggest advancements so far. Of course, we don't have a stats guy here tonight, so it's kind of hard to tell.
I believe they just pulled in. Hopefully you'll get a little better commentary than just me.
Well, hey. So we're doing what we can. Of course, I'm doing triple duty tonight. I'm doing producing, and
you got
I'm
it
calling.
rough. You got it rough. No doubt.
Well, you know what? You find a way to win, you know.
That didn't come out necessarily the way I wanted it to. I meant maybe listening to him will be better than listening to me.
You know, I know you guys have not called, but this is your third game now, and the improvement from the first game to the second game, let's just say we got a lot of good feedback, and yeah. So you guys are doing a great job.
I always feel like the people are always just being nice, feeling sorry for me whenever they tell me I did a good job. I feel like I botched it up pretty bad, but
yeah. So Mike has lined us up a nice little shot of the moon here. It's here on your screen. A little half moon, I guess you'd say. Is that right? Half moon? Yeah. Half a moon. It's half a moon. So what else do you call it? All right. Looks like we're gonna.
So that was the end of the first quarter. Got a run to the outside by Eccles, and he's going to be met about the 40-yard line by Wyatt and Preston Smith.
Tackle by number 7, Judd Koshko. Number 33, Preston Smith.
Wyatt Van Gordon was in on the tackle. And I apologize to anybody that this kid lives down the street from me and I couldn't think of his last name. I'm horrible with names.
You don't need to apologize.
You got a short pass to Oprecht. He's going to be tackled by Ian Esri.
So Bulldogs will line up and see if they can't find another way to stop the Eagles.
Summit Christian down to the 25-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles. First down.
1st and 10 there. Moving the ball in chunks this time. Got a pass right up the middle, and it's going to be for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's number 10, Lincoln Sprouse.
Complete to Lincoln Sprouse. That's good for a 25-yard Eagle touchdown.
So they'll come out and line up to kick the extra point. And Oprecht to hold.
Point after try is good, making your score.
James Madsen to kick, and it's good. It's going to be 10-0 Summit Christian.
Well, we've seen that Summit has got a decent kicker. He's got a field goal and then also a extra point. Of course, your score is 10-0 so far, but your Bulldogs will be battling back just after this kickoff.
Trying to see here if I can. Looks like Gavin Morgan's going to come out on the kickoff return. No, maybe not. Morgan's not out here. He come up limping there right before the end of the quarter, and he didn't come back out on defense. Maybe they're just saving him. He's been dealing with a sprained ankle since the middle of July. Them nasty things just keep rearing their ugly head a lot of times when you get them sprains. Going to kick it off. It's not going to be quite as deep. Landon Murray's going to take it about the 20. He's going to cut it across the field and outrun a guy to the other side. He's going to break it, folks. He's out into the open, got one guy, and he's going to get him down about the 30-yard line, it looks like, before they finally get him down. This kid is going to be something to watch for the next 4 years, three and a half years now. He's just a freshman, and he's got some speed, and don't underestimate his size. He's got power, too.
Joshua Freed, first and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I want to welcome Diamond Dave into the announcer's booth.
Yeah,
Welcome, my friend.
better late than never, right?
Yeah. Been in a vehicle for about 10 hours today, ain't you? Got a pass, and it's going to be picked. And there ain't nobody that's going to even get nowhere near this kid. They've got blockers. He's got an entourage into the end zone for the pick six. That's Oprite again. It'll be about a 70-yard interception return, 75.
Yep, that looked like just a miscue there.
Yeah, the receiver was looking around to see if there was any other receivers he was throwing to there. I don't know if somebody ran the wrong route or what happened there, but those things going to happen with a new quarterback. Gavin hasn't taken any snaps at quarterback since his freshman year, and he doesn't even practice at quarterback at practice. So
Nothing like getting thrown right in the fire, huh?
yeah, him stepping in last week and doing what he did was big.
Yeah, it was.
So the score's 17-0 at 10:17 to go in the second quarter.
Well, let's get another big return.
Yeah, we'll see if they kick it to him again. They've been kicking it. I got to fill David in. They've been kicking it into the end zone, but when they switched into the fields, now they're kicking into the wind. So probably not going to kick it quite as deep, but Robinson's on the goal line to receive the kick. Going to have Madsen to kick deep. He's going to kick it to Murray again about the 20-yard line, and he's going to catch it on the ground about the 24. That ball got up in the air and hung up.
Checked up on him and he misread it, I think.
Kickoff fielded at the Bulldog 24-yard line, which is where they begin this possession. First and 10.
We're going to have four wide. Going to have Murray and Robinson to the near side, Smith and Esri to the far side, Esparza in the backfield. Going to be pulled by the quarterback, and he's going to get it up to about the 30-yard line before he's taken down, gain of 6.
That was a nice little run.
Anytime you can get 6 yards on first down, it puts you ahead.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4.
Smith in motion, going to hand it off to Esparza with another nice little run. Gonna make it about 3rd and 1.
I'm sure you've already touched on this, but man, these boys are good size, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about it.
3rd down and 2.
They're not overly heavy weight-wise. They're just long and athletic. If people's familiar with Skyline has a lot of tall players, and Morgan's going to get up the middle there, gain about 4 yards.
That was a great read.
Yeah, they gobbled up the running back, and he just pulled it right out and took it.
He made the defender pick which one of them he was going to take. And
from their own 37.
But Skyline has a lot of tall and athletic players, and that's a lot what these guys are. They have a guy in the middle that in the defensive nose tackle that Esparza with the carry again. Going to get another 4 yards. But the nose tackle is undersized, I would say, for a nose tackle, but he gets in there and scraps. Joseph Cunningham says he's 170 pounds, 5'9".
Gain of 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6 from about the 41.
It'll be 2nd and 6. It'll be a pass out to Landon Murray. And we got a flag on the play. It's 1st down yardage. We'll check the flag here.
I would guess holding.
We're going to have a powwow. It's going to be on El Dorado.
I couldn't see what he signaled.
Bulldogs, illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield.
It's a 5-yard penalty.
Back us up 5. Put us about 2nd and 11.
Was that Landon with that reception?
It was Landon.
Moves the ball back to the Bulldog 36. 2nd down and 11.
He gained about 10 on that play. One of the linemen got a little excited. He may have been wanting to try to catch a pass.
The line is the unsung hero of the football team.
No doubt. Always underrated or under spoke about.
The only time the linemen get their name called is usually when there's a penalty.
Timeout field. Charge to the Bulldogs.
Timeout El Dorado at 7:34 in the 2nd quarter. Once again, we want to remind everybody of the sponsors that make this possible. We want to encourage you to thank them if you're enjoying it. Appreciate them making this possible. have second down and 11 after the timeout. Going to line up with 3 receivers to the far side. Looks like Smith, Murray, and Esri on the far side, and Preston Robinson on the near side. Esparza in the backfield. Morgan's going to pull it. He's going to get tackled in the backfield for a couple yard loss.
That looked like the right idea to keep it, but man, they gobbled him up in a hurry, didn't they?
Yeah, the defensive end, or outside linebacker, I guess it would be, stayed back just a little bit, and as soon as he pulled it, he was there.
Brought down at the 35-yard line, brings up third down and 12.
Going to have a pass and an interception again by Oprag. And he's going to be tackled at the El Dorado 39.
Pass intended for number 34, Landon Murray. Intercepted by number 25, Zach Oakright. Interception is returned to the Bulldog 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Man, it's difficult whenever you got something going and you get a penalty and put yourself backwards. And it seems like, man, it's just hard to get going again.
Yeah. No doubt about it. So we'll line up here on defense. They're going to throw it. Caught by
Pass complete to number 15,
Griffin Kluwer.
Pass complete to the 24-yard line, gain of 15 yards. That's good for an Eagles. 1st down.
They're going to be down to the 24-yard line. 6:36 left to go in the first half. He's going to pull the read, and he's going to run it right up the middle for a nice gain. Down to the 11. Grayson Sprouse on the run.
Tackled by number 18, Gavin Morgan. Gain is good to the 12-yard line.
Looked like there was a pretty good hole the offensive line had blown open there for him.
You know, the offensive line is just like the defensive line. There's not anybody on there that's huge. They're just really athletic and strong linemen. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and it's going to be dropped.
Pass intended for Elijah Huckabee. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 12-yard line.
Not sure who was on coverage there. Morgan probably would have been the closest one in the area. It looks like they've moved him back to safety, which is not his original position. Oprek with the handoff, and he's going to run it right in. Hardly even touched.
That's good for a 12-yard Eagle touchdown.
So wide receivers blocking well and just walked that right in, huh?
This Oprek kid is doing it all right now, it seems like, even holding the kicks. Wouldn't be surprised if he don't throw a pass and catch it himself here after a while. And it's going to be no good on the extra point, so that brings us to 23-0 Summit.
Eagles lead 23-0.
So we told you about their loss to Lafayette County. They lost to Fort Scott as their other loss. which I don't know a whole lot about Fort Scott, but it seemed to me like that's going to be a little bit bigger school than them. And usually tough, but they only lost by one, 21-20.
Well, from the looks of things, they're going to be in a lot of ball games this year.
Yeah. So we'll line up to receive the kick again. Going to have Preston Robinson back deep. There's a pretty brisk wind coming out of the south right now. It'll make it hard to kick it too deep, which a lot of the teams we face, it seems like they don't kick it but about to the 20 or 25, and he's kicking it into the wind to the 25. And I don't believe this is the same kicker that started the game. I believe Kluwer is the one that started out the game kicking. And it's going to be Murray again on the return. He's going to take it up the middle and be brought down about the 37-yard line. Just took it up in there and mowed some people.
He ran over one of his own men. Said, move over, I'm coming through.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 37.
It's got Landon down on the roster at 5'7", 150 pounds, which may be generous.
He's not a very big kid, but man, he's got the want to.
Going to be a handoff, I believe, to it's Preston Smith on the carry. He's going to be brought down for a 1-yard loss. They switched up running backs on me there.
Joseph Cunningham also in on the play.
Smith's going to be in the backfield again. Oof. In and out of the hands of the linebacker, number 42, Mason Presta.
I think he might have been surprised that came right in his belly.
Third down and 11 from the 36.
Well, I don't believe I see him on the offense running wide receiver, so maybe the coach won't be too hard on him for dropping it. Morgan with the snap. There's going to be a ball on the ground. I didn't see the ball there, and it's going to be recovered by Summit.
Not sure if Preston never got a handle on it or if it was the handoff wasn't there or what.
Officials time out of the field.
Got an official's timeout at 4:56 in the second quarter, first half. So after the timeout, Summit Christian's going to take over on the 42-yard line of El Dorados. They haven't started to drive, just one drive on their end of the field so far.
I may need to go ahead and head on back.
Yeah.
snowball started rolling downhill once I got here.
Well, I wasn't going to blame it on you, but
I'll take it.
line up with 4 wide receivers. A little bit of pressure. He hits his safety valve. He's going to get upfield for about 11 yards and a first down.
He did it. He did everything but step out of bounds right there, I think, if he didn't step out of bounds.
Yeah, I think that Smith thought that he had him out of bounds and let up. You got to be. It's so hard for kids because you got to be careful. If you throw a guy down and he's out of bounds, you're going to get a penalty. But they teach him to play to the whistle, and going to be a handoff. Number 4, Eccles on the run.
Preston Smith on the tackle there.
Gain of 3.
We got Austin Hart coming in for Preston.
Quarterback Grayson Sprouse pulls it. Going to lose some yards here. Levi Thomas in on the tackle. Number 20 is a Hart. His first name's slipping my mind. Michael Hart.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
That and the missed field goal is about the only negatives that the Eagles have had in this first half since I've been here.
They threw an interception in the end zone that can be a timeout for Summit. But Gavin Morgan intercepted one and ran back to about the 42. That's about it. They've just moved the ball right down the field. Apologize for the interference in the mics. We're outside again this week. Got a little bit better of a view though, but I just wanted to let everybody know that's not David panting in the mic still from running up the stairs.
I'm not that out of shape.
Quarterback throws it. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Trey Graves on coverage there.
Morgan and Graves. Graves was right with him. He just needed to turn his head on that play, and he might have been able to tip it, but the kid that he is guarding was about a head taller than him.
Definitely taller.
A handoff to Eccles, and he's going to squirt up the middle for a Summit touchdown. 29-0, Summit Christian. Holds down, kick is up. It's going to be no good again. Must have just been a hair outside of the upright.
Point after try is no good. Eagles lead.
So that'll keep it 29-0 with 2:27 left to go in the first half. Give my wife a shout out, sitting in the stands watching on the other side. Not sure why you'd come to a game and watch on your phone, but
she's my favorite sister-in-law.
Summit to line up and kick it off. Robinson deep to receive. Have Murray and Esri up around the 20-yard line. We got Kluwer kicking off again. Esri's going to catch it about the 15-yard line. Dancing around a little bit, gets her out to the 23 before he's tackled.
Taken at the 15-yard line. Turned out to the 23-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Well, let's get
So all those-
positive going on here before the half.
So to all those people that thought Lamar was down this year, they're leading Cassville in the second quarter 21-7. Cassville's ranked number 6 in Class 3. Morgan's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Pyle's going to drive forward a little bit and gain a couple there. It's like about 3. Esparza with the carry. Butler's leading Lincoln 29-0. We played Butler in about 3 weeks, and they're ranked number 7 in Class 2. Morgan's going to pull it, and he's going to take it to the outside. He's going to gain some pretty nice yards there.
About 12 or 13 yards.
It'll be first and 10 from the 39 with 1:46 to go in the first. Fairgrove and Stockton are tied in the second quarter 14-14. We play Fairgrove a little bit later on in the season. Man in motion is going to be Murray. Handed off to Esparza up the middle. He muscles for 1, it looks like.
They're just getting a great push with their defensive line.
Tackled by number 11, Cale Johnson. Number 22, Joseph Cunningham.
We got just under a minute left to go. Clock's running. We have Robinson in motion. They're going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw it deep and way overthrow everybody. That was probably a good thing because the safety was back. He had the receiver beat by 5 yards.
That's his job.
Morgan was starting to get a little pressure and may have just uncorked one just to get rid of it. And
Yeah, he took a shot right when he let go of the ball.
so there's 44 seconds to go with the clock stopped. We got a trips bunch on the near side. Oh, in and out of the hands of Robinson.
That was a really nice pass.
Pass intended for number 1, Preston Robeson. Falls incomplete.
We're going to bring up 4th down. 39 seconds left to go in the half. Eccles back to receive, and Chad Ramsey to kick. Clever's beaten Pierce City in the second quarter, 17-7. Punter dropped the ball and picked it up and got a nice punt off. It's going to roll all the way down inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line before it's touched. Beautiful punt. Nice roll. He had a lot of pressure, but they picked it all up.
Yeah, he dropped the ball, picked it up on the bounce. Got Gavin out there with an ankle dinged up again. That thing's just going to keep bothering him all year, isn't it?
I believe. He's already had it bother him once earlier in the game. So they'll take over at the 8-yard line. Going to hand it off up the middle. I'd say they're probably pretty content. Clock's down to 20 seconds. I don't know that they're going to run another play. They're just going to go into the half with a 29-0 lead.
That's the end of the first half. With the Eagles leading.
So, about 15 minutes, we'll be back with the second half of the game. kick after the halftime here. About to run out here. Teams are preparing to take the field. If you're just joining us, we're at Harrisonville tonight playing Summit Christian, so don't be fooled if we say the Eagles and there's a cat in the middle of the field. Don't get too worked up. Summit Christian, I don't believe, has a football field, and they just play wherever they can get a field.
That's pretty much what Alabama's going to do to Missouri tomorrow, guys.
Sorry if you had to hear that.
Yeah.
People up here talking and don't know what they're talking about. Chad Ramsey to kick off, and going to have Lucas Eccles back deep, and they're going to squib it. They'll just fall on it.
Squib kick recovered by Elijah Huckabee.
Elijah Huckabee on the recovery. So they'll take over on the 36-yard line and be 1st and 10 for Summit. And have Oprek in motion. They're going to drop back to pass on the first play. They're going to throw a screen pass. And he'll get about 8 yards. Eccles on the catch and run. Ian Esri on the tackle. Drops his head every time the announcer calls him Ian. Got a couple of JV guys here lined up on defense. I believe we mentioned them in the first half, Wyatt Van Gordon. And an interception by Esri. It's going to make his 3rd on the season. Looked like he caught it in self-defense.
Yeah, I believe he's about to take him out.
I believe he thought that was going to get tipped by the receiver, and man, it just slapped right into his chest, and he wrapped his arms around it and got it, and he's down at the 30-yard line. That's where El Dorado will take over on their first drive of the second half. Morgan with the fresh tape on his ankle. Going to take the snap and look to pass. A little bit of pressure, and he's going to run. He's going to get some first down yardage there.
Yeah, he had a really good.
Be out to the 45-yard line. 15.
Had a really good pocket there. Had lots of time, just everybody was covered.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Aspar's on the carry.
Spars up the middle, brought
They're going to mark him down at the line of scrimmage, so bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, they're only sending 5. They've got 3 linemen and 2 linebackers in the middle, and everybody else is in coverage. So it's going to be hard to get wide receivers open. Morgan with the keeper. Gain 3 on the play.
Just like we've talked about him before, he's lowers the boom on people when they come up to hit him. They know they've tackled him.
Third and 7. You're going to have a blitz on, and he fumbles on the sack.
And took a shot.
I believe that was 55 on the recovery. Going to be Sam Bisbee.
Fumble is recovered by number 55, Sam Bisbee. Eagles begin this possession 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 41.
So after a couple of turnovers, we're about back where we started. Throw it again down the middle to Eccles, and he's going to get in the end zone this time. They ran, looked like the same play that they threw the interception on. Quarterback threaded the ball in there. I think he was more wide open the last time he threw it and threw the pick.
He had 3 guys around him that time.
He just put the ball right on the spot. Josh Madsen to kick the extra point. Looks like it's going to be right down the middle this time. 36-0 with 9:17 left to go in the third quarter. We've gotten a few turnovers, just haven't been able to capitalize on them.
Yeah, we moved the ball there pretty decent, and then that was a well-timed blitz, and I don't think Gavin saw it coming.
It was on his blind side. They kick it deep. Esri's going to pick it up after it's bobbled by Robinson. He's going to get out to the 15-yard line, it looks like, where they'll spot it.
Return out to the 15-yard. First and 10.
I believe that was a third different kicker they've put out there that's been able to boot the ball. I didn't catch the number on him, but it was a different number than the two that have kicked before. Morgan keeps it. He's going to get up in the middle, and they're having a rough time getting a hold of him. He's slippery and a snake in a barrel full of butter. He's going to get up to about the 31-yard line for a first down.
It just kept chugging there.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 26.
Morgan's going to look to pass. Throws an out to Esri. Esri stays on his feet. He's going to get out to midfield before he's finally popped off his feet about the 49 of Summit.
Gain of 15 yards on the play. First and 10 for the Bulldogs from the Eagle 49.
Oh, Ian, he's really doing good.
Bobbled snap there. Morgan just hangs on to it rather than trying to hand it off. A little bit slow to get up.
Brought down
He-
by Grayson Sprouse.
About got suplexed there. I think his helmet was the first thing to hit the ground.
Loss of 2 yards on the play
There's a loss of 2, going to bring up 2nd and 12.
from the Bulldog 49.
Morgan to pass. Throws the out, and it's a little bit out of the reach of Robinson there.
Pass intended for Preston Robinson, incomplete.
Number 15,
Brings up third down and 12.
Kluwer, looked like he
49.
had a chance to intercept that, but he may have been out of bounds if he'd have caught it. Made a good effort nonetheless.
Yeah, he was stretched out there.
Morgan to pass, rolls out, throws it deep to Robinson. It's going to be caught.
And he got his feet in.
Yeah, the sideline's trying to get that he was out, but he got his foot down. I could see it from here. He's down to the 23-yard line.
They made the right call there.
Completion is good to the Eagle 23-yard line.
He got hit in the air, but was able still to get his foot down before he was out of bounds. You only got to have one down in high school. Robinson in motion with the jet sweep, and they weren't having any of that.
And one guy got a hold of his shirt and just slowed him up.
Hung on and waited for reinforcements.
Loss is back to the 26-yard line. Second down and 13.
2nd and 13 from the 26. Morgan with the handoff to Esparza, and it's not going to go for much.
And they're just pinning their ears back and coming.
Luke Poppin on the tackle. Loss of the yard on the play. Brings up third down 14.
Bring up 3rd and 14. Morgan to throw. A little bit behind the receiver, and he took a shot again whenever he threw that.
Pass intended for Ian Esri, incomplete.
Ian was the intended receiver.
4th down.
Be 4th down and 14.
A little bit behind him, but it wouldn't have been enough for 1st down if you would have caught it, but sure would have made 4th down a lot better.
They're going to elect to go for it, it looks like. Running back goes in motion. Oh, Robinson with the catch. That was nice. He just went to it. Got a little bit of air under it, and he just, like a fly ball, dropped back on it and caught it and took it in for a touchdown.
Gavin just put it up there and said, "Go get her, boys."
He was under pressure again, took a shot after he threw it. They're going to go for 2 here. And throws out of the reach of Robinson there. It'll be 36-6 with 2:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. Dorado gets on the board.
I know doesn't seem like much, but getting skunked is pretty disheartening. It's good to at least put some points on the board.
No doubt about that.
I know we say this every week, but I don't think we have anybody that's a cupcake on the schedule.
It sure don't look like it. They released the state rankings last week. 2 of our losses have been, or our only 2 losses have been to ranked teams.
Yep.
1 in Class 3, 1 in Class 1. I believe they were both ranked 9th. Next week, we're scheduled to play Warsaw, which was the first one outside the top 10 in Class 2.
Yep.
And then we have Butler coming up that's ranked number
7
in
maybe.
Class 2. 6 or 7. Oh,
Boy.
he's going to go right up the middle untouched. It's Lucas Eccles on the return. He's gone for the touchdown.
Man, when things are going good for you, they're just going good for you. That skipped through the up man who went to pick it up, completely whiffed on it. He picks it up and wasn't even touched.
Yeah, sometimes when that ball's on the ground, maybe people let up a little bit, and then when they pick it up and actually start moving forward, you kind of catch people flat-footed. Seen it happen a lot of times on those muffed punts or kicks. Get you updated on a few more scores. They released the districts on Monday. Kick's going to be up and right down the middle. That brings it to 43-6. 2:42 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They released the districts, and Lamar's in our district once again. They're leading Cassville, number 6 in Class 3, 28-7.
Got a new coach down there. He's got something to prove, don't you think?
Yeah, he's young. First head coaching job from Lamar. Played for him. Fairgrove's leading Stockton 28-26. Stockton's in our district. We play Fairgrove later in the year. Central is leading Sarcoxy 20-6. Clever's leading Pierce City 24-7 at the half. Robinson takes the kick, and he's going to be out to about the 22-yard line before he's met. Bulldogs take over 1st and 10. Got the turbo clock in effect now. It'll be a running clock unless we can score again. Esri on the catch. He's going to have first down yardage, it looks like. About 11 yards.
Nice route. You just curled it in there and sat down, and Gavin fired a strike to him.
Morgan pulls the read. He's going to have a little bit of room to run here. Gain of about 15 out to almost midfield. Ball be spotted on the 49.
Gain 14 yards on the play. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 49.
Back to pass. I'm going to throw it just over the head of Aiden Walker.
Aiden came in last week, had a couple of great big catches for us.
Yeah, I believe he had a big first down catch and a touchdown late in the game. Hate to see injuries to get people in, but it's nice whenever kids can, these young guys can come in, step up. And Morgan back to pass. Almost picked off. Mason Prestia.
Brings up 3rd down and 10 from the Bulldog 49.
Not sure. I didn't catch the number on who that was intended for, but it looked like we're going to head to the 4th quarter here.
And that's the end of your 3rd quarter.
Summit's up 43-6. We'll start out the 4th quarter with 3rd and 10 from the Bulldogs' 49-yard line.
I'd like to tell everybody that's came up to us and told us they enjoyed watching the game and listening to us. I appreciate that. It makes it kind of worth it doing it. I mean, we've enjoyed doing it so far.
Yeah,
we get to keep doing it.
I said earlier in the broadcast that I felt like they felt sorry for us. And
oh, yeah, that might be right. I took it as a compliment all this time. I kind of like to look at the positive.
But we appreciate it anyway, nonetheless. Be sure and remember those sponsors that are on the screen. They've made this possible, and it's just really appreciated. Some of these games are a ways away and hard for people to get to. It's just nice to have a way to be able to watch it. Morgan back to pass under pressure. threw it to Smith, and the defender was right there to knock it out.
Good coverage, and Gavin takes another shot. I don't know how many times he's been hit tonight, but it's a bunch.
Yeah, these guys are after him.
Fourth and 10 from the Bulldog 49.
Fourth and 10. Morgan back to pass, and he unleashes it just out of the reach of the defender. Robinson was on the route, but he'd been in the weight room, got a little too much on that one. Oprek had a bead on it, but it was just a little over him too.
Just barely out of the reach of his hands. He made a good effort at it, but couldn't quite reach it.
He looks like he's about 5'4". I'm sure they've got him listed taller than that.
5'9".
They've got him listed at 5'11", but I'll guarantee he ain't no 5'11".
He ain't 5'11" with heels on.
JoJo Cunningham on the carry. No gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10 on the Bulldog 49.
So no gain on the first down run there by Cunningham. They've got him listed as Joseph, but the announcer calls him JoJo. He's going to take it again. He's going to break out in the open here. Got a defender running there with him. He's a load to bring down, that's for sure. A couple of JV boys on the force him out of bounds. Hart and Van Gordon.
It was pretty impressive to watch that receiver get down the field and block ahead of him.
For the Eagles from the 14-yard line.
Cunningham again. We got a flag down in the backfield. He's going to get in for a touchdown, but we'll check the flag.
That's got to be in the area of holding. Yep.
There is a flag on the play. Indication is holding against the Eagles.
So nix that touchdown celebration. I believe they're starting to put in some of their backups. The quarterback is Lincoln Sprouse now. Got 8:54 left in the fourth. It's 43-6, Summit Christian. And they're going to have first down and 20 from the 24-yard line. Sprouse with the keeper here. He's going to be taken down
Keeper by Lincoln
by
Sprouse.
Preston Smith.
That's a good tackle.
Just like Coach Carp teaches it.
Those open field tackles are difficult.
Gain on the play. Second down and 10. Correction, second down and 20.
No, he got back to the line of scrimmage there is all he got. Bring up second down and 20 from the 24. We can get a first down at the 4-yard line. He's stuffed right in the hole again for no gain.
Trey Graves coming out of that pile.
By the interior of the Bulldog line. gain on the play. Brings up third down and 20.
Sprouse going to line up in the shotgun again. He's going to look to pass. It's going to be incomplete.
I think he kind of short-armed that one.
There's Oprag with a
had Hart running right at his face. I think he kind of let up there.
Bring up fourth down. They're going to go for it. Quarterback back to pass. Throws it right down the middle of the field. And Trey Graves on the coverage. Going to get in the fella's way.
Got a hand up there at the last second that time.
Nice coverage. Don't let Trey's size fool you. He's fast. He's running right down the field with that wide receiver. So Bulldogs will take over from the 24. They're going to hand it off to Esparza. Gain about 5 on first down. Handoff once again to Esparza. Gain of a yard, it looks like. Bring up 3rd and 4 from the 30.
Ryan Cooper in on the tackle. Luke Johnson also in on the play.
You got Aiden Walker in at wide receiver again. Morgan pulls it. He's going to have a little bit of room to run and delivers a blow on the kid. Gets it out to the 42-yard line. Move the chains and Morgan to pass. Throws the out to Robinson. Some nifty moves, and he can get up to about the sticks. I don't know that they'll give him the first down, but
about a yard short.
9-yard gain. He caught that and had a guy right there and put the brakes on and
gained about 3 or 4 more yards after the catch.
Hand off to Smith. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, I believe, but that's all he's going to get.
Tackled by Mason Prestia. No gain on the play.
They don't have to buy the school to no camera.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
The 3rd and 1. Hand off again up the middle and going to get good enough yards for the first down. Believe it was the Spars on the carry. Preston Smith on the carry. Apologies. It's hard to tell the 38 from the 33. And
From the 46.
Yeah, we're up here at about 40,000 feet.
he's driving the pile and going to have a nice gain, about 7 yards on first down.
Esparza on the carry, tackled by number 52, Isaiah.
Esparza is one of them power runners.
Yeah, as long as he can get going, he's not easy to stop. Whenever they get a hold of him in the backfield, before he can get going, it's a little different story.
End off again. Like he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Esparza up the middle again.
Be 3rd and 3 from the 39-yard line of
Isaiah Nieto,
the Eagles.
Snow, get on the tackle.
Got a minute 35 left to go in the game. Morgan with the pass, high, and Esri is open and can't come up with the catch. About the 2-yard line.
Sometimes that's about the toughest catch you can make, is wide open out there, and you know you're behind everybody.
Pass intended for Esri, defended by Mason Holt. Brings up 4th down 3.
Bring up 4th and 3. We're going to hand it off to Esparza. Look like he's got enough for the first down. Down to about the 35.
Gain of 3 yards on the play. That's good for a Bulldog first down.
Looked like it, deep pass, looked like it hit off of somebody. There's so many hands up in the air.
Yeah, it's tough to
That's
tell.
going to bring us down to the end of the game, and final's going to be 43-6, Summit Christian. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank James Hinkle for putting this deal on. The cameraman working hard.
Even though he's got an Alabama hat on.
Yeah.
This week, he should have thought better about that in Mizzou country. Got Alabama tomorrow.
We appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you next week. I believe we play Warsaw if it gets going, and we'll sign off.
We want to say a special thank you
MIZ.
to Middle School for their hospitality and generosity. By taking time to pick up any trash in your area and place it in a trash receptacle on your way out. Thank you for coming out tonight, and please drive home safely. God bless you.
Hey, boys.
Bye.